What happened to us? What happened to all the love we always took for granted? Are we stranded? Is it too late? Is it too late to color feelings that have faded? Complicated.
Hello and thank you for clicking on this video. As you can see by the preview, this is a bit of a glowy look, pretty simple eye. I wanted to keep it nice and simple with a bit of a smoked out black liner. So just starting with prepping the skin with the Mario Badescu facial spray and then following that with the Boots Vitamin C serum. And now I'm using the Peel Use base in shade 3 to prep the eyes for shadow. Just packing this on with a Real Techniques concealer brush. And as I said in my previous videos, this product was actually designed to be patted on and not set with any powders. So if you've got this and you've been setting it with powder, you find it's not working very well, that might be why. So now I'm using a Molly O'Brien brush just to put some MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep into my crease. So as this is a big fluffy brush, I'm concentrating it to the crease, but we're actually buffing it out across the whole lid. This is just going to help the eye look blend into the bronzer and the rest of the face really nicely. Now I'm using a Morphe brush to put some dark brown into my crease. This colour is from the Morphe Bronze Goals palette. Unfortunately, I don't think they have names for these shadows, so I can't tell you the specific one, but as you can see, it's a pretty generic dark brown shade. So I wanted to do a look like this for a while. I actually saw a picture on a makeup artist's Instagram that really inspired me to bring makeup back to something a little bit more simple and a little bit more glowy, but still glam. So now I'm putting a gold shimmer onto my lids using my finger. I found that sometimes this can be the best way to apply shimmers. And then following that on, using an angled brush to apply a black shadow, again from the same palette, onto my eyelids. So basically you're going to want to be patting this on. You're not want to be swiping too much. You start doing it in really small motions. You don't want to be sweeping it all the way across the lid, because that's where you're going to go wrong and make mistakes. With shadows it's a little bit easier to rectify, especially if you're smoking it out. But what you want to concentrate on is making sure that you keep looking forward in the mirror to see how it's looking. And when you get to the flick, I feel like no one really speaks about this, but basically a top tip is when you are getting to that flick, you have to use the end of your angled brush and use your pressure really lightly. That's going to give you that really small flicked out look. And then I'm just using the same black shadow to put that on my bottom waterline as well. Pressure can be everything when using brushes. It can make such a difference to your makeup look. This is the NARS foundation in shade Barcelona. And then just blending that into the skin using tapping motions rather than swiping, just to make sure this is all on. This concealer is the Milani concealer, and then going to use Maybelline Fit Me. I use these two concealers quite a lot together because the Milani is very full coverage, very thick. The Maybelline is a little bit thinner in consistency, but the two of them together just complement each other really beautifully. When I'm doing my own eyes, I tend to tap it in with my fingers first. I find it blends a lot better than go in with the brush afterwards. I don't do this on clients, I just use the brush straight away, basically just in case I poke them in the eye. Also, even though you can ask clients if they're happy for you to use your hands and you can sanitize them and stuff like that, I try to avoid using my hands and fingers and stuff on clients just as much as I can really. Now for contour, so I've just tapped this brush onto the Makeup Revolution foundation stick in F13, and again in tapping motions just in the high points of my face, so on my forehead and my cheeks. And now I'm setting the under eye concealer with a mixture of powders. I was inspired by Style by Harouche for this trick. I'm not going to tell you what these powders are just because I don't know how I feel about them. I want to use them a few times to see exactly how I feel about them, and I will let you know. And then I'm just using an angled brush to fill in my brows. For this, I was using shadow. I actually sometimes will just use shadow if I want a bit of a lighter, fluffier brow. Now we're going to wipe away that magic powder. I love the way that baking just smooths out the skin and just starts to bring everything together. I feel like until you get to this point, you're like, oh, I just want to get to the skin bit. Skin is probably my favourite thing to do. And now I'm just bronzing up with MAC Mineralised Skin Finish on my Real Techniques brush. These two are literally my holy grail when it comes to bronzing. I never ever use anything else. And then I'm just spraying my Rubidescu facial spray, not to set, just to bring everything together. I feel like it adds a really nice texture to the skin. Now I'm taking a Peaches Makeup highlight brush and I'm using Doll Beauty Shine Bright highlighter. I remember putting this on my cheeks and thinking, oh, I put way too much on it, but it actually looks really nice. And then just adding some to the inner corners just to brighten the eyes and also under the brow bone as well. And now I'm just adding blush. I feel like blush is so underrated. I mean, I think it's making a bit of a comeback. But yeah, I feel like it just adds something to a look, just something. Now I'm using this brown NYX lip liner. I will put all the shades for everything mentioned and the products in the description box below. This liner is very similar to MAC Cork, which is obviously a very popular lip liner. So if you are looking for a bit of a dupe, I think these are like £3.50. You can't really beat it. This is the MAC Peach Stock Lipstick. And I'm going to top that with NYX Brunch Drunk. Also, just to mention, probably should have brushed my hair for this tutorial. Obviously, I'm brushing it now so that the pictures look good, but I feel like maybe I should have made a bit of an effort beforehand. So this is the finished look. And yeah, so I just thought I'd leave in some clips there of me taking some photos of the look. I feel like this turned out really well. The pictures look great. If you want to see them, pop over to my Instagram at Demi-Lee Makeup because I've popped a few on there, a couple of different angles, a few bits of lighting. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like and a subscribe and a comment if you've got any feedback. Thank you very much for watching again. Until next time.